darkness, unhurried, both making a tally of the things we had lost, things that would never be found at the bottom of flower pots.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonam. Thank you so much for reading that wonderful passage out. Thank you so much. Thank you, and let me walk you off. Thank you, Sonam. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, please, may I invite this bona fide force of nature who's worn pajamas and come today. And to do the honors, I don't need to introduce him. He's come already on stage. Already. All right. Later.
Because he's wearing pajamas, I'm going to sell 10,000 extra books. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Actually, thank you. You are beautiful, intelligent, talented, eloquent, elegant.
Thank you so much.
Mic pe bolo, mic pe bolo.
I told him once, say all these nice things to me in front of my husband, my stock will go up, and so thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm right now the dollar and not the rupee. Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm honored that you selected me. You chose me to read your passages. Especially since I don't read books. I don't read books. The last book I read was Noddy. But I did study English medium, ICSE, so here goes. I think before I start, a thundering round of applause for the verdict, guys. Full on. You can have as much dessert as you want, mister.
Why has this become about me? Tighten your pajamas and read now.
We're doing takht together. I'll be a ras malai. Okay. Karan, control yourself, man.
Right, pajamas are forgiving. Ranveer, are your pajamas forgiving?
I'm not going to ask him how loose his drawstring is. I don't want to know.
Well, we find out. It's all allowed now. Anyway.
You have all these lovely characters in your head, and now you have nothing. So I could be having dinner with my husband, but dreaming about having sex with my ex-husband. But dreaming about having sex with my ex-husband in the book, and that makes my life interesting. And now I just have to have dinner with my husband with nothing else.
But you know, right? Pajamas are forgiving. Ranveer, are your pajamas forgiving?
I'm not going to ask him how loose his drawstring is. I don't want to know.
Well, we find out. It's all allowed now. Anyway, dedicated this book to your mom. Now, how come? Now, I know we all dedicate things to our parents, but in this case, I know there's a reason. That's why I'm asking, because you know it's all about loving your parents.
No, it's not about loving my parents. And in fact, she's surprised I dedicated this book to her because she never encouraged me in anything. She's always tried to pick faults. Right in the beginning, when I first started writing columns, one of my columns became very popular, and I called her up and I said, "Mom, you know, my column is really doing well. Have you read it?" And she said, "No, but I wanted to tell you over dinner last night that none of your serving dishes match." So I was so pissed off with her that I said, "What's the use of having you as a mother? I wish Hema Malini was my mother. At least I'd get a Kent water purifier free."
Yeah.
And then she would go to work. At that time, they used to do 3 shifts. And she'd come home at 9. She never complained. She always had a smile. And for me, I think it was very clear at that point that a woman doesn't have to rely on anyone besides herself. And that men were okay. It was, you know, enjoyable to have them like a dessert, but they were certainly not the main course. And
Well, we differ, but anyway.
yeah, well, yeah. I think for you also they're dessert, definitely not the main course. But,
Anyway.
so can I let you know, it's not really a secret. My bio in Times of India says that I'm trying to change my name to Chetali Bhagat so that all my columns become movies.
So are you in two states of mind about that?
And, you have all these lovely characters in your head, and now you have nothing. So I could be having dinner with my husband, but dreaming about having sex with my ex-husband in the book,
Yeah.
and that makes my life interesting. And now I just have to have dinner with my husband with nothing else. Because what was interesting was I met a friend, and he's a single man, and he told me something. He said, I was seeing a girl, and we were talking, and it was midnight, and we spoke about everything, the, you know, tattoo on her thigh and the mole on her arm, and then I went to kiss her, and she said no. And I didn't know what to do at that point, that should I go ahead, because if I do, I'm a sexual harasser, and if I don't, I'm a loser. And I thought that was very interesting, because he wasn't a creep, and he was thinking about these things, and those are the things that people never thought about, maybe, you know, when we were young and all these men were just kind of jumping and trying to scratch you or something. So I think that's really interesting, and that kind of made its way into my work as well.
So do you address the fine line between yes and no in the book in your own manner?
I do, because I think there's a lot of ambiguity about consensual sex, and yeah, I do address that.
Okay, that's fascinating, because I did find that. I just wanted to hear
Yeah.
it from you, since you created this world, and I felt very strongly that within all the humor and entertainment and beautiful writing, there lies very strong messaging. And I think any piece of great work, when it contributes to society in a credible manner and lands up entertaining you, that to me is the main source of entertainment. Well, I think, Tina, everyone can't wait to read the book. It releases now nationwide, and of course your claim will follow internationally and nationally, like Chiki has already said. All wonderful things about you, and so have we. I think we praised you enough. But I think it's important, I think it's important for us to now hear passages. Now we have two amazing personalities with us, amongst us today, and, you know, chosen and curated very beautifully by Tina to actually do the reading of the passages. I'm going to invite them on stage. I'm going to first invite, I think, a voracious reader, a fashionista, a terrific actor, national award-winning actor.
And my bad woman.
Recently married and created a huge storm in a coffee cup. I'm plugging my own show when I say that. She's gorgeous, she's amazing, and she's the perfect choice for someone to come on this platform and read passages of Tina's book, Pajamas Are Forgiving. I'm sure you've already given her the passages she's meant to read. And from what I know, you're about to get into a ride that you will not forget. Sonam Kapoor, the stage is all yours.
I look tall, huh, today?
Yeah, you do. All right. Would you like to stand on the podium and read, or sit and read, whatever you choose? I think that's almost better. Yeah, because then I can sit.
Okay.
All right, so Sonam, before you start, would you like to say something about Tina before you start reading immediately?
Please, can you just read? Don't say anything about me.
you,
People have said
we've
enough
all been
things.
paid
Yeah,
to do
please.
this. Don't
No.
be silly.
I'm not as...
You're crazy. This is a puff piece platform.
I paid you in boots, and I'm going to take those boots and hit you on the head with them.
अक्षय सर या बाजूला लेफ्ट लेफ्टला थँक्यू सर धन्यवाद थोड़ा पढ़ते हो पूनम जी हाँ क्या हुआ क्या हुआ राइट पे सामने